All right. Here's a video that I'm making to showing you how to use your juicer. Because you told me there was a few things you didn't totally catch with using it. Now, what I'm doing is I'm showing you what I'm doing right now. This video is to show you how to juice carrots. All right. Now, here's the Pops juicer. See, kind of got you very similar to this one, almost the exact one, same one. Just didn't have this model or whatever. But it's pretty much it's like 90% like the one you got or whatever that I got you. And these are the carrots that we'll be using. And always remember to use organic carrots. I mean, organic vegetables, that whatever it is that you're juicing. We're talking about carrots right now, but always try to get organic fruits and vegetables. And I trust you already know Whole Foods is the best place to get, and that's right up the street from where you live at. You know, you have to. You get them from a grocery store, but whenever you go shopping, make sure it's in the organic section of the grocery store. But Whole Foods is always the best, and you're thoroughly familiar with it. All right, so don't be too cheap. Don't out to cheat yourself. These are the one of the first things we do is we clean the carrots. The old school concept was you get the carrot scraper and you scrape the skin off of it or whatever. But that's something that I didn't realize, I didn't find out till years later that there's so most of the protein and vitamins or whatever from that's in the carrot is beneath the skin, on the skin basically. So you want to keep the skin of the carrot or whatever. And so what we do is you wash your carrots. I wish I had a little small little brush to show you how you could just scrape them or whatever, some of the dirt off. But you can just use your washcloth, dishcloth. Dishcloth. And some warm hot water on it. And grab these carrots. Slide it like that. Set it to the side. Set it to the side. Of course, it's going to look dirty. It came from out of the ground. Came out of the ground. So any vegetable coming from out of the ground is going to have some dirt on it. So it's cleaned or scraped off or polished to make it look good. But depending on the color of it, being as it's a bright, so carrot is a fruit that has a slight rough look to it at first. And yeah, don't let that discourage you or nothing like it's dirty. That's nothing. As I said, a little dirt won't kill you. And the first thing that you do, the main ones that is going to be that you're going to have in the bag is going to be a thick carrot or a larger size carrot, and then there'll be the thin ones that can go down the throat of the juicer without you having to cut it in half or cut it down the middle or whatever. But the first thing you do is you cut the head of the carrot off. This one I had already chopped off when I was making part of the first video that I had to adjust. I had to stop it. Something had came up or whatever, something I was doing. So the first thing you do with the carrot is to cut the head. Cut the head off. Toss it in the sink for now. Let's clean it up later. So you have this. And then as though this is thin enough to go down the throat of the juicer. Not, thin. It's not thick or whatever. And you don't have to cut that in half. But hey, look at this large one right here. And what you do for a larger, bigger carrot, what we do is we cut their head off first. Remember, that's second. First thing, you clean them. Then you cut off the heads of the slice it in half. Slice it in half. And then we split it down the middle because this is still too thick to go down the throat of the juicer. So to do this, very simple, very easy. Slice the carrot using, excuse me, what I'll do it first. And excuse me, you have to make sure you have you a long, thick knife, sharp knife. You know, not a little short one, or not a little one that's real sharp but short. You know, no, you want a long, thick, sharp cutting knife. This is what you use when cutting carrots. You know, it's very hard and everything. So what I just did was, as you saw, I slid it down the middle after cutting it in half. You know, these will be the sizes. And with your cutting board, you can use one of these plastic cutting boards if you have, or if you have a wooden cutting board. You know, wooden is always the best, thicker ones, but these right here are sufficient, no big difference. But if you have your wooden one, that's slightly better. And this is the other half that I sliced of the fatter carrot or whatever. And now I split this down the middle. You just put it like this and just turn it. It's split down the middle. All right. Now, with one of these thin carrots, a thin carrot is thin enough to go down the throat. I don't know if I just said that, but if I didn't, I'm saying it again. A thin carrot, some of them, there's going to be more bigger ones. You're not going to get a whole lot of thin ones, but there are going to be some thin ones in the bag that are skinny enough to go down the throat of the juicer without having to be cut. It's always best to cut them in half, cut the carrot in half. Yeah, that's going to, cut. That's going to be able to go down the juicer. And as a matter of fact, you pull it out more, so it's not, yeah, I'm going to put something in. So, cut the carrot in half after taking the top off of it, after washing it, cutting off the top, then cutting the carrot in half. All right, set that to the side. And this one's right, this one's kind of thick. Okay, we go in, and that's nothing else you can test. After cutting the top off of it, put it in the juicer, and while it's off, while the juice powder is off, and push to see if it slides down. Because it might be thin enough to go down the throat of the juicer. So, but you still don't want to push it down in the juicer this long, carry this long, so you cut it in half. And that's almost like the perfect size. These are perfect size you want your carrots to be. They can be a little smaller after you cut them to go inside the juicer. And here's another one. This right here, it doesn't look like the top part is going to. Well, that's the part we cut. The top part of the carrot doesn't look. It looks a little too fat to go down the throat of the juicer. Yeah, you don't want to force it. You don't. If it's a little squeezing, it's just best to cut it down the middle, split it in half. Or split it down the middle. And what we're going to do with this carrot, first of all, we're going to cut it in half. And this bottom can go, the bottom of this can go down the juicer throat with no problem. But the top part, like I told you, is a little thick at the top, fatter at the top, which most carrots are. You split it, as you can see. You split it, cut it down the middle, cut it in half. All right. So that's basically what you do. So you have your carrots. You have your It's always good to have a plate or something like that or whatever. But put the sliced carrots on the plate So that's, that's how they look pretty much. It's a little messy over there, but you can see, I trust you can see what I'm doing. Alrighty. So what we're going to be doing is, all right, you want to get yourself as a matter of fact, next time, matter of fact, we're going to do it now. If you don't have paper, and that's what you do, keep paper cups. I mean, paper plates in your house. They always come in handy when you have children. All they do is mix dishes. But for right now, I'll be using regular plate because this is what you'll be using to be good for paper plates. But yeah, I should have been setting these down on a paper plate. Getting them ready to go in the juicer for me to make juice. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Yes, Pops.
You be good with the broccoli, but try not to overcook it, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Now, let's make sure you get a glass. You get a glass or a cup. Mainly, we'll go with a glass. Glass is the best to use for now. For this is what you put right under the mouth of the juicer. And this is where the juice will be coming out, or whatever. The juice will be coming out from the carrots. So what we're going to do is make sure we have the tools that we're going to need, and that's going to be the top of the juice, the part that pushes the pusher of the juicer, that pushes the carrots into the juicer, and the cup to catch the. Always get a napkin too. Get a napkin, set this down right directly under the mouth. Sit your glass on top of that. I think you can see that what I'm talking about. All right, now what you do is you. All right, now I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of talking about juicing. But this is how you. I'm gonna put this in a. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is we do cook the juice down.